Hey guys, it's Chala from Crafting Through the Chaos of Life. Thanks so much for joining me for another video. I was just kind of playing around making some ephemera, and I'll just show you what I was making. I just made this journal card for my magazine, kind of working continuously from my previous video that I did. And I just thought maybe I would continue to take you along for the ride if you're interested. And yeah, so we can kind of make some things together. And you can kind of just hang out in my head for a while if you want. So yeah, I've got some of these images that we cut out from the last video, as well as my image box here that I thought I would go through and just kind of create some things. This one I specifically want to back because I thought it would be really cool to have it as on a page. So I think I'm going to kind of, create some pages maybe as we go along as well. Who knows? This is just, I just kind of wanted to play around. I know I have a ton of journals I need to get to, like get finished and get done, but meh, this is a lot more fun right now. This is what I want to do right now, so this is what I'm gonna do. Oh shoot, I did only just kiss cut this one. Do I want to cut it out more? Is really the question. You know what? I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be fine. Maybe I'll even, when I go to cut it, because I was kind of thinking of it on a page as a pocket, if I haven't already said that. And I can always just leave a little bit of a border of this around it. We'll see how that looks, if we like that and want to do it for a page. So, oopsie dingles. Yeah, I've been working with so many kits, and sometimes I feel constrained by them, that it is, put this back up, that it is actually fun just to glue and, get back to the basics of junk journaling and what it's all about, not necessarily always using digitals or stuff like that. So this is kind of fun to do. Like I said, I'm just kind of trying to get into my mojo. Sometimes when I feel kind of stuck, it's better to step away from whatever I'm working on and just play and do this sort of thing, and then go back to it. And once that creative mojo is going again. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm just smoothing out the magazine image, because using the glue sticks, sometimes it can wrinkle just a little bit, or you can get bubbles. So I just like to use this scraper just to get those out and really kind of seal that down. And it kind of lifts in some areas. So for that, I just come in with my art glitter glue, because art glitter glue does not wrinkle your paper. And then just kind of seal that down a little bit better. Because I'm not sewing around this, I really want to make sure that it is really stuck down. If I was sewing, I probably wouldn't be too concerned if it was glued fabulously at all the edges, if that makes sense. So we'll just kind of go through and, sorry, can you guys even see what I'm doing? So I'm just making sure at the edge here where I glued it that it's not coming up. Just making sure there's a little bubble there. So I'm gonna see if I can get some glue down in there and then smooth it out. I think that'll be okay. Got a little bit of a glue gooby on there, so just use my glue eraser and erase that off, especially if I'm going to leave, I don't know, I'll start out with leaving a border and see if I like it, and then if I don't like it, I can just trim it off, and I can even fussy cut it better. Maybe that's what I'll do, is just do a better job of fussy cutting, because it's going to be quite big as it is, so I don't necessarily want to add too much, because a journal page is what my typical journal pages are, the 6x9. So yeah, that's going to take up most of the page as a pocket. Okay. kind of talking this out on what I want to do here. So we'll just cut along here. I cut pretty close to this little tiny cross. Oh my gosh, you guys can't even see. I'm sorry. Oh, that was horrible. Okay. You really didn't miss much. It was just me fussy cutting, which I, you know, like I said, is riveting. But this is kind of the process, so this is what we will do. Kind of like these clouds. I like the contrast of that blue, so I think I'm going to keep it. Just kind of weave it over those little white clouds that are in there. I'm not sure how much of that we'll actually be able to keep, because I'm not sure if it's going to spread over 2 pages, or I'm going to use my trimmer for this, just so it's straight, or if it's going to just be on the 1 page. We'll see. We'll see how it works out here. So hope you are doing well, finding yourself in your crafty space and working on something enjoyable to you. As I said in my last video, I had just a really great day. I'll do this in here too. We went off out to the mountains in Banff and Canmore today, and it was just such a really nice day. Nice change from what we usually do, which is absolutely nothing. So yeah, I can say that that was very much a good day. Definitely needed. Good to spend family time together as we're, you know, getting older. My oldest is 17. He's off to high school next year, and then my second oldest is in grade 8, and then my youngest is in grade 7. So yeah, it's going by really quickly, you guys. Holy crow. Okay, I'm gonna grab a page. Just kind of have some pre-folded pages in my little drawer here, so I can just pull out. I'm going to use a coffee dyed page for this. I need to coffee dye pages badly. So if I did it like that, can you see that? If I did it like that, I could have it as a tuck, but I don't know if I really like that straight edge. Maybe I can put some lace or something down the side to kind of cover that. And then when we turn it to this side, it's a little bit of a tuck on this side as well. Or we just have it like I'm either like really high or really low. Sorry guys. Maybe, yeah, I think we'll just do this and then I'll cut it off. Okay, but I don't really like that being such a sharp corner there, so I'm gonna angle it just a titch. Come on. Probably should have used my littler scissors, but okay. But I need something to put here, so let's look in our words. What do we have in our words that we could put over top of that AMA? Not family. Isn't she lovely? That's not going to work. Your story. Come what may. Family. I'm not digging that. Oops. Now I'm just tossing things around. Okay. Got some bigger labels. Oh, I don't actually mind that. But Soul Full of Sunshine. I don't know. We're going to keep that as a maybe. That's going to go in the maybe pile. And then we have Be the Good. complete in this moment. Oh, that'll work. That will work, and I really love the look of it. Okay, yay. That turned out a lot easier than I thought. I thought we might be searching for a little while, but that'll work. Okay. And the question is to ink or not to ink, and I think the answer is to ink. That's where I'm going with it anyways. I should probably, how do we want to do this? Because I want to ink it, and then I want to glue it to the page and cut it down. And then I can ink that part, and then we can actually use this part for a tag. Yes, I like it. The ideas are coming. Don't you love that? When you kind of start off and you're not sure if the creation station is open and working upstairs or not. Thankfully, it is right now. Okay, so for our pocket, we want to glue here. And I want to run the glue along here. And then let's put a little bit more glue right here maybe, because it's going to be on the edge of the page. I don't want it to pull off. Okay, let's line that up. Okay, good. Just hold it for a little bit. Oh, I like it against, I like these colors against that coffee dyed paper. And this kind of looks like, I don't know if you can see this, kind of looks cloud-like if you really use your imagination. I've been feeling very imaginative lately, very creative lately, which obviously bodes well for getting my journals done, but sometimes it amazes me at how creative I am. And it really bothers me when I can't get down here to get it out of my head. That's the frustrating part. Okay, I'm just going to peel this back and glue along here. And then we know it is a perfect fit. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it just makes it feel a little better. A little more polished looking, we will say. Yes, I love that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, now I got a little bit of glue on there. Oh well. It's a junk journal. It's supposed to have glue on it, right? Let's go with that. And, oh, phone's buzzing. Oh, it's my motivation quote. Should we take a look at that? Motivation quote. Your past is a lesson, not a life sentence. Forgive yourself and focus on the future. Mel Robbins. That's definitely something to ponder, isn't it? I like getting those throughout the day. Just kind of, oh, there's a little fly in here. Yeah, it just gives me a little happy thing to think about. What was I doing? Oh, I was inking this. That's what I was doing. I got distracted by the motivational quote. I like those little, affirmation cards and positive quotes and all of that. Like, that's my jam. I don't know. Just kind of brightens me up, keeps me focused. Gives me a different way of looking at things, or a different perspective, I'll say too. Complete in this moment. Yes, I am. I am complete in this very moment. Awesome. I love it. And it fits perfectly over that logo. So see, that's not hard at all. It probably took way longer than it needed to as I thought things out, but that's all right. It's not a race. It's a journey. Okay. That makes my heart happy. Look at that. Complete in this moment. That is going to go nicely in a journal. So I already have a page done, and might not necessarily go in this pocket, but I could turn this into a tag and just tuck it in there so that whatever journal I decide to put this in, it'll also have a tag ready to go. Ah, and the angels sang at her wonderful idea. Should I cut it down? I would rather not. That would fit, but it's not thick enough. I like them to be on a thicker card. But do I have any handy is the question. Let me just take a little rifle through my drawer here. Sorry. I really should clean this drawer out so I can see what I have and so things aren't falling down through the back. Don't you hate that? Okay, I'm gonna have to take that stuff out so I can actually see, because I know I have cardstock. As I drop everything, yeah, this'll do. Okay, these in there. And I don't know if I want to sew around this one. I kind of do. My heart kind of says yes. And actually, we could make this a tag with a pocket in it, because this is also on some heavier card. Let's do that. Okay. Which do I want to do first? Do I want to cut it down first, or should I glue it? Let's glue it. Let's finish inking it. Oh, did I ink this one? I didn't finish inking this one, did I? There we go. Okay. What's going on? Another motivation. Wow, let's just see what this. Oh, you are talented and motivated, even when you're tired and frustrated. Be patient with yourself. I'm so proud of the person you have become. Oh, that is the best one. I actually have to take a picture of that, because that couldn't be more timely for how I feel right now. You are talented and motivated, even when you're tired and frustrated. Be patient with yourself. I'm so proud of the person you have become. Aw, it almost makes me think that that's something that my mom or dad would say. Let's go with that. Lovely. See? Some feel-goods in there for today. Everybody needs a feel-good every now and then. That big old bad world out there is sometimes a little too crazy for me. Do you ever feel that? Like you're, whew, I miss the good old days when life was simpler. You didn't have to contend with social media and I don't know, like I'm happy. We actually went and watched the Barbie movie last night. And of course it was talking about patriarchy and, you know, the woman's world and all of that. And, you know, I get it. Yeah, a woman can be anything. She can be a doctor, a lawyer, for sure. Absolutely. But there's something to be said for the simplicity of just raising a family. You know, I'm not saying that having a job, because I have a career, but don't you think there's something simple about all you have to worry about is, you know, just your kids, not having to work a job and raise your kids? I think that we've, you know, kind of complicated our lives. I mean, sure, I get proving that we can do all the same things that a man can do. And sometimes, you know, dare I say, we do it better. But there's also, you know, no one can do our job as a woman or as a mother, you know, having a baby, you know, there's something sacred about that. And just being able to focus and do that, oh, that would have been lovely. Lovely indeed. Okay, definitely I'm going to have to sew around this because that's a pocket. I have no idea what we put in there. Maybe just another piece of coffee dyed paper so that you can write on. Yeah, let's do that. Woo-hoo. Ding, another idea. I love it. Okay. We need to make this an actual tag shape. And make this one the same, hopefully, is the goal. Okay. Yeah. Let's ink that. I actually want to round the bottom corners with the small corner rounder. Oh. See, I'm my own worst enemy with this one. I can't push it here with thick card. I have to press, and to do that I need to stand up to get a good angle. Actually, it's probably good I stood up. I think my butt was getting corners from sitting so long. Sitting all day in the car, you know, back and forth to the drive. It's about an hour and a half drive to Banff Canmore from where we live in the city. So yeah, we were sitting for quite a while, and of course driving around. We were trying to get up to do Sulphur Mountain, the gondola ride on Sulphur Mountain. Meanwhile, our youngest son, who's the middle child, oh God love him, he is so afraid of heights. And we were talking about going on the gondola. He's like, nope, don't want to do it, don't want to go, I'll sit in the car, nope, don't want to do it. So we're like trying to convince him, like, no buddy, it's fine, you're safe, it's fine. He's like, nope, that's how people die. Like, no, honey, honestly, like, you're gonna be okay. And it's a beautiful sight to go on the gondolas. So yeah, I think we had him pretty much convinced that he was gonna go when we got there. But when we got up to the mountain, there was just so many people. There was no parking. We couldn't park, and so and it would have probably been like an hour. Sorry, I'm just sewing right now. I'm sorry, I kind of went off screen and forgot to tell you where I was going. I'm just quickly doing a stitch around here just before I forget. Sorry. I'm gonna whip this out. So yeah, he was pretty had himself pretty worked up about this whole gondola ride, and then we ended up not even being able to go. But we want to try and go maybe not next weekend, because it's the long weekend and it's going to be even more of a gong show. But maybe we'll play hooky. We'll take, because school starts next week, maybe we'll play hooky one day and take them when it's not so busy. It's still an educational experience, isn't it, right? And really, sometimes I feel like life experiences are way better than just sitting in a classroom. So take them to the museum, plus family time, so important. Okay, sorry, this is probably super boring because you can't see me sewing, but you really don't want to see me sewing. It's nothing exciting. Okay. Okay. So there, I'm happy with that. All right, now I also want to put a nice big chunky eyelet in it. So grab those bad boys. Hi. Oh, my daughter's back to come and visit. Must be getting close to bedtime. Are you avoiding bed? Is that what's going on here? No? Okay. So yeah, I think a nice, again, you can't see me. There, that. I want that one. That's the one I want. Okay. And crocodile. Okay, so we'll use our big hole puncher doodad thingy. Right. Pray that that's middle. A little off, but whatever. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to be interesting. this one. Yeah, I like this, oops, I like this big Mama Jamma. I know that people usually like the handheld one, but I quite like this one. Okay. Yeah, I really like that. And then let's grab a piece of paper. Oops, sorry, I just about ran you over with my chair, honey. What are you working on? Oh, is Dad asking if we're going to do campfire?
No, I'm asking.
You're asking. Okay, yeah, we could go do campfire. Do the boys want to do campfire?
Well, they want.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that. Absolutely. So I think I'm just going to fold this little piece of paper and tuck it in there as a... Do I have a bigger one? This one's pretty tiny. Let's bring out my drawer of little write-on pieces. Let's do that. Let's cut that one. Try and cut it along where I previously cut. Yeah, that works. Okay, throw that back in there. What time is it? Oh, it's only 8:30. Lexi, do you want to do it at 9?
I go to bed at 9.
Well, you can stay awake a little bit later because it's the weekend.
I have school on Monday.
That's okay. I'll make sure you get up. Okay. I'll be up in about 10 minutes. How about that? Okay. And did I finish inking around this? Yeah, I forgot. I promised that we would do a campfire tonight because it was so nice. So nice today. Sit outside and look at the stars for a little bit. I'm just kind of inking a little bit on the folds. I don't know if you can really see it though. I guess you can a little bit. Okay. And I want to use my bone folder. Wherever that went. I don't know where it went, so we're just going to use this. Where did my bone folder go? That's a really interesting... So that's just trying to open up the tag itself. So we're going to tuck this in here now. Oh shoot, is it going to fit? Come on, come on. Yes, okay. Put that in there, and then let's put some sari silk in there, or a ribbon. I have this ribbon right here. Let's use some of that. How handy. Just sitting there waiting to be used. Okay. I'll cut it like that. Guess that's fine. I was just worried about whether or not I wanted an angle on both. And then let's do... Just going to pull some thread out of my sewing machine. And I'm pulling the sewing one and the bobbin one, and I'm just kind of folding it over on itself so that I have a small enough amount to tie this with, and I'm going to actually pull this, and I think I'm going to put my scissors on it just to try and hold it down while I try and tie. Is that going to work? Okay, I want this to sit right kind of down close to that. There we go. Did I get that? There seems to be an extra thread somewhere. Oh, turkey lurkey, what's going on? Oh, that's okay. It's a junk journal. Why am I fussing? Just knot it and tie it, and it doesn't matter if it has extra loopies someplace. That's what makes it unique, right? But first you gotta pull up your sleeves to tie this dang bow. It's kind of cool down here in the basement before, and now I think I'm having a solar flare. Little hot flash. Whew. Okay, why is this not tying for me? You don't want to watch me try to tie a bow for 5 minutes, do you? Oh, Lord, love it, duck. Why does this have to be so hard? What am I doing that's not... There we go. Eesh. That was more difficult than it had to be, but you know what? I really like it, even though it's like a crazy bow. I like that it's not perfect at all. Right? Yeah, I'm in love with that. That made me happy. Pull that down a bit. Yay! Look at that. Look how cute that is. And we'll tuck that in here for now, and then that is a page ready to go in our journal. Yeah, well, because we just finished that and we're at the half-hour mark, I'll let you guys go because I did promise my kids a campfire tonight. And hopefully I'll be back and still in the groove tomorrow. And we'll just catch you guys in the next video. P.S. I love you.